So, Hatman and I, we were paid, bribed, finagled. What's another good synonym?
Extorted.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Into watching dank horses. My Little Fucking Pony. And not just the new series, which we knew nothing about, mind you.
No, it's not even. No, I knew something about the new series.
I knew nothing then. I
Yeah.
I knew legitimately nothing.
You were safe.
But I only knew of bronies. Which, for those wondering, no, we have not been converted.
No, dear fucking God, no.
Fuck that.
No, absolutely not.
But we watched the 1986 movie. And then two of the Equestria High, or whatever they're called, films.
Equestria Girl. My Little Pony, Equestria Girls. As in...
Which they're only dank horses on the inside, which makes them tumblerinas. I don't fucking know.
No, it's not even that. It's... They're horses on the inside, but they're actually girls. But there's also an alternate universe where they are always horses and never girls. I'm not making this up. That is actually what happens.
Why did I not spike my monster?
I was drinking the whole time, too. That's the worst.
We both were.
Yeah. And yet, none of that alcohol managed to kill the brain cells with those memories.
Let's start with the 86 movie, because, dear God.
That was fucking terrible.
We made a riff tracks on it.
Yes,
to try to entertain ourselves.
It's that bad.
Yes, it is in the description of this video for you to download.
The best part though is we got maybe like a minute and a half in, and we could tell it was going to be fucking awful. And then Mike is like, "You know what? We just need to fucking do a riff tracks with this because it's going to be bad." That we knew that early. That early.
It was literally 20 seconds into the movie when we saw that, who was it?
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito was in the movie. Like, we need to do a riff tracks on this shit.
Danny fucking DeVito is in the movie, and even
as some troll or some shit.
You couldn't fucking save it. It's like a Grundle or something. I don't fucking remember.
I don't fucking care.
It was so bad. I couldn't even like keep up with the names of the characters. They didn't really like keep anyone's names straight.
No, it was...
It's like they expected you to know everything going into it.
Yes.
Pretty much everything.
At least the Ninja Turtles movie back in those days, like, explained what was going on.
Yeah. Like, I get it if the target demographic is people who already know this shit, but come the fuck on.
Could you imagine, though? Because here's the thing. Hatman and I know this is not for us.
No.
Okay? Like, we understand this is not for us, this is for girls.
Mm-hmm.
We understand that. We are basically reviewing this from the perspective of people who, if we had daughters, would we let them watch this? And
no.
Or would we be okay with watching this with them if we were forced to? Because let's face it, if I had a daughter, I would be wrapped around her little finger. Because like this, look who you're talking to. I would be pathetic. You ought to see me around my nieces. Like, seriously, I'm pathetic.
My hypothetical daughter deserves better.
Yes, my hypothetical daughter as well, which would probably be the terror of the world.
Your hypothetical daughter would be fucking She-Hulk.
She'd probably come through the front door and go, "Daddy, guess what I did?" "What's that, sweetie?" "I conquered Canada!" What?
Did you name it Tim Hortons Land? Well, duh.
Of course I did. Dear God, if I ever have a daughter, I will kill like all men. I will kill every man. every single boy that looks at my daughter will die. It would be
remind me to never ever look at your daughter, just period. At all.
It would be hilarious though, because it'd be like all of a sudden you just like this guy looks at my hypothetical daughter, and then all of a sudden you hear I'm in the building somewhere. All of a sudden you start hearing raining blood in the background, and I come in on a fucking chariot in full armor with a sword and just lop the guy's head off.
I'm just imagining a fucking like Doom music, just like all this.
Oh yeah, it's like my so hypothetical daughter is at a Starbucks, starts talking to this guy she thinks is cute. All of a sudden on the speakers behind him you hear da 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 da, and then I burst through the window with a fucking grenade launcher.
She's at prom, and a guy is about to put his hands on her waist to dance with her, and then all of a sudden DJ's like, we have a request, E1M1, and you just fucking like walk in with the fucking super shotgun
in the Doom guy armor. I don't sing one word. Gods!
Rip and tear. Oh my god.
Anyway.
See, we're trying to distract ourselves.
I am never having children now. Every woman that ever thought I looked cute just like bought a chastity belt.
But see, we're doing anything to distract ourselves from talking.
Yes,
about
like seriously, like this was bad.
This
was legit. Like
how many times did we have to ask each other, do you know what's going on at all?
All the time. Like it was terrible. It really was. Like and the enemy of the My Little Ponies are apparently really ugly women and jizz. the bad thing that these fucking witches summon, these toad-faced witches summon, is the spooge.
Yeah, I swear it does.
And it looks like semen.
It's meant to be called smooze, but I swear to God they said spooge once.
It's like
so bad. Oh my God. And the way they try to fight it is with like releasing a rainbow from a locket of a little girl, and then it eats the fucking
rainbow.
Oh my God, we're screwed.
So they have to find these special ponies with wings, mind you.
Yeah, they had to find the Planeteer ponies, basically.
that tell them, fuck you, we're gonna build a wall.
Exactly.
And the spooge is gonna pay for it. And
they straight up like have a whole plot point about like this one pony who was ousted from her little community festival or some bullshit, and like she like goes down a cliff and gets stuck there for a while, and she's literally just like abandoned there for half a fucking hour.
Oh yeah.
They don't cut back to her.
With her little dragon trying to help her out, grabbing her ass the whole time.
So fucking stupid. The writing is just so bad in this. It's not good. It's not good.
You can tell that it was written by some drunken middle-aged guy who just wanted to go home.
Pretty much, yeah. And all the music too. Like it was basically a musical and it sucked. All of it sucked.
Oh yeah. Like that's a big theme with this shit. Is like there are songs everywhere on all three things we're talking about today.
Yeah, this one was terrible, and most of the humor too was wholly dependent on slapstick.
Yeah,
and it was terrible. Like just random jump cuts into slapstick shit. Like it was so fucking hard to keep up with. I felt like I had to be having a constant fucking hour and a half long sugar rush, in order to be able to process all the fucking random changes and shit going on.
Yeah, I'm old enough to remember My Little Pony when I was younger, though it was kind of on the outs when I was like cognizant of existence, like when I was 5 or 6, you know. But like I just remember to like thinking to myself, it's like, while watching this, it's like the only children that would like this would be little girls like on a pixie stick rush. They're snorting that like cocaine.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
You know, it was bad.
It was terrible.
And then that's the funny thing. It's like you think like old 80s animated movies. Like there's a good chunk of them that still hold up.
Yeah.
Or ones that were aimed at kids. Like the Ninja Turtles movie, the first one, still holds up. It's actually a decent action movie. Believe it or not. A decent martial arts film. Like, I still like the fight with the Shredder is still atmospheric as hell.
Not animated, but still a good 80s movie
Yeah.
towards kids.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and throughout time, and we'll talk about, like, well, let's go ahead and just conclude on the 80s My Little Pony. It's trash. Like, that's basically the long and short of it. It's trash.
Don't watch it unless you seriously want to torture yourself. It's an endurance challenge.
This is not like Manos the Hands of Fate.
Oh, God.
Or The Room, where
No.
it's so bad it's at least entertaining.
No, it's terabad.
It is beyond horrible.
No, it's...
We didn't even laugh. We laughed at the jokes we were making about it.
Pretty much, yeah. We did not laugh at the actual movie. It was a lot of, oh dear God, I can't believe we still have this much time left on it, and oh my God, at least we only have this much time left on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost over. It was just... It's like a prostate exam. You don't want to fucking do it.
But you kind of have to.
Yeah. We kind of had to, and you're just counting down until it's fucking done.
Pretty much. Now, let's move on to the more recent ones. So we had to watch 2 movies.
Yeah.
The first one I don't remember the name of, but it was some Battle of the Bands thing.
Rainbow Rocks. It was
Rainbow Rocks. That's it. Yeah.
Equestria Girls. Rainbow.
So we had no fucking clue what was going on going into this.
Mm-mm.
I was so lost because I thought this was about horses.
Yeah.
And I was informed that it's no longer about horses. It's about little girls that used to be horses or something like, or teenagers that used to be horses.
So I have some experience with the latest My Little Pony cartoon. I've watched a couple of episodes of the cartoon. It's not terrible, but it's just not my cup of tea.
It's not for us.
No, it's really not. This apparently there was something beforehand that happened that was plot relevant that we didn't get, so a whole lot of it we were like, what the fuck is going on here? And I said before that the whole Equestria Girls thing looks like fucking anthro deviant art shit. And that's more or less what it was.
Yeah.
Micah, I know you hate cat girls. Now,
With a fiery passion, yes.
Now, how do you feel about pony girls?
Really fucking weird. That was just the whole situation was just really weird for me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, why?
Yeah, it doesn't. It's dumb, and I'm quite serious. That thing I said earlier. The actual ponies, like horse ponies, exist in a dimension separate to this Equestria Girls, like high school girls who are also secretly magical ponies.
Yeah.
And they can cross over. But when one of the horse ponies crosses over into the girl ponies world, she turns into a girl who's also a pony. Wrap your fucking head around that.
And there's apparently 2 of them. Like, now there's 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there was a time warp thing.
We'll talk about that one later.
But so let's get into this. Like, so let's say this. Overall, this is not something that I would actually necessarily mind if I had children if I had little girls them watching.
The production quality was a whole hell of a lot better. I mean,
it was actually for something aimed at little girls, it was much more cleverly written.
Yeah, well, yes, that too. But the music, even that was the first sign.
Yeah, that was, like they put effort into it. The actresses that they got to play these roles were very good singers.
Yeah, yeah, they're solid. I mean, yeah, the lyrics are
it's aimed at little girls.
Yeah, it's clearly we're not part of the demographic.
Clearly, but you can predict what's going to happen down to a T.
Yeah,
there's the opening friendship song. There's the first song about how awesome things are. Then there's the bitches.
Yeah,
because there must always be bitches. Yeah, there is the bitches song. Then there is the
unsure of ourselves or I'm unsure of myself song.
And then there's the big number at the end.
Yeah, the power of love and friendship will conquer all. And yes, the power of love and friendship quite literally saves the day.
Yes. Twice.
Yeah.
And it is made for little girls and socialists, basically.
Pretty much. It's
that is what I'm going to title this video: "Is My Little Pony is for little girls and socialists." It really is.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about the next one of the Equestria Girls too, because they relate to each other. Like the second one that we watched was a direct sequel.
Yeah. The first one is basically about these 3 sirens that are not dragons. That come to the school and absorb all the magic or whatever, no, they absorb hate through these medallions, and it makes them stronger. And
they get off on Discord.
Yes, and
but you know what I mean.
Yeah, but it's like, they feed on that, and they basically make everybody hate each other, and they're beaten with the power of love and friendship. Again, little girls and socialists. Mm-hmm. So, but again, speaking as somebody who's a musician-ish, the music in it was, you could tell they took their time to make sure it sounded good to the ear and was catchy. Very bouncy, very melody-driven. It's sort of like carbon copy pop rock. But at least it had instrumentation. It's still, like there was clearly somebody playing bass, clearly somebody playing guitar, clearly somebody like working on this. And it shows, and again, that's what makes it of a much better quality than the old shit. Mm-hmm. Literally, shit.
Yeah.
But the first movie, it had effort, and kudos for that.
I mean, well, let's be fair. It's basically the first and the second ones.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're.
Well, the second one's where it gets really weird.
Yeah, it gets weird, yes, but it's still like close enough. I mean, it's the same team working on it, so quality wise, it's comparable, at the very least. But
the plot's confusing as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, the idea is that you have this one girl who, in the other universe, is the princess of all ponies.
Yeah, she's a pony princess who comes through a portal into this new, like, high school girl world.
Yeah, in the last movie, and then she turns into a little girl. A teenager.
She goes back to her old dimension at the end of it. And now, in the second one, you've got the same one, except she originated in this high school girl dimension, and she's like, I don't know who any of you motherfuckers are.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's her dimensional counterpart.
Yeah, and it's awkward, to say the least.
Yeah.
And it makes the story really weird.
Yeah.
And the overall premise is don't be a bitch, which is a good lesson.
Yeah.
But then again, it is evil is defeated by the power of love and friendship. Ergo, it is for little girls and socialists.
It's called the friendship game. So they win by being friends with each other, which means everybody wins. They realize friendship's more important.
Yeah. That last bit pissed me off.
Yeah. It's funny too because
I
said, what do you want to bet that everyone's going to get like a participation trophy at the end? Everybody wins because friendship. And then it literally happens.
My Little Pony is for little girls and socialists. My God, man. Like, that legit made me mad. I'm like, that's not the lesson I want to teach my children. So, no, I was not okay with that one.
No. It's not whether you win or lose. It's who could be friends with the most people.
So what matters is if you're popular. Fuck. Because that's the funny thing. It's like the lesson that my dad always taught me when I was younger, and my mom too, was that it's not how, it's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game is kind of BS. But if you lose, how you played the game matters.
Yeah. It's like lose with dignity if you lose.
Yeah. And this whole like there are no winners and losers thing, it's like
which is weird because like the Rainbow Rocks movie, they basically had like a rock-off tournament.
Yeah.
And there were clear winners and losers in that.
Oh yeah.
So what the fuck is the point?
I don't even know. But I just thought to myself, I'm like, I don't get any of this. This is clearly not for me. And like I said, at least there's effort put into the new one. But this is not something I would find myself watching casually.
No, oh, dear fucking Lord. Absolutely not. No.
So, to sum it up, My Little Pony is for little girls and socialists.
Girls and socialists.
And at least, thank you again to, God, who was it who donated for this one? Foxhelm for donating quite a bit of money for us to watch this.
Thank you, but also, dear God, you are a monster. How could you do this to us?
You're a monster and we're whores. I mean, what else is there to say?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. We did not know what we were getting ourselves into.
Clearly not.